Number 1, Olivia Ipupa.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports.
And tonight it'll be the Atlanta Dream going up against the Phoenix Mercury.
I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Ryan Banafitemi.
You know, it's always interesting to match up the offseason expectations with the reality of a new season.
That's what's so great about this league from a fan perspective, right? There's always something to look forward to, no matter where your team is.
Well, both teams here, they're excited about the possibilities, and that can mean anything from developing young talent to winning a chip.
Here's Burke. And the Dream, another three.
What a find by Jones. Some high IQ basketball.
Thomas outside.
Stolen by Reese.
Let's go with a three. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Great outside shooting is really fueling this run.
And the D's just getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down.
Stolen by Jones. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
Well, this run has really widened the gap in the game. They are way out in front.
This has been a back-breaking run, really exposing the weakness in their defense. Just a great start here. That's 5 buckets without a miss.
Now here's Taurasi. She's covered by Allen. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Burke. Pull up Jay.
Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
Yeah, they're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. This just isn't going to cut it if they want a chance at winning this game.
Not at all. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. I mean, effort-wise, execution-wise, something. They've got to do better.
An expansion team back in 2008. The Dream had some serious early success in the W.
Well, you remember, they went 8-30 their first year. But after that, 3 finals appearances in 5 years. Unfortunately for Atlanta, they lost all 3 of those to the Dream. Still looking for that first WNBA championship.
Count that bucket.
And they're on fire right now, really flowing well.
Now here's Taurasi. She's covered by Allen. The three is up, and the Dream, another three.
Well, they're setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Yeah, that's 5 3-pointers made already in just the first quarter. I mean, they're off to one heck of a start.
And it's out of bounds to the Mercury as Phoenix retains possession. Here's Thomas. That one's off. Still out of sync. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter for them offensively.
Yeah, but they can't sit back. They need to keep the pressure on the defense and really try to put this one away early.
Great point, Brian. You have to continue to build on this lead. Huge advantage for them already.
Total control, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even bigger.
Absolutely.
Stolen by Jones. Goes up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
This is an incredible run they're on. Offense as well as it can be played.
Every single player on their squad with the absolute magic touch, shooting lights out.
Dream on offense.
Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
She's got so many tricks in her bag. She will find a way to hurt you.
Thomas outside. Pass to Taurasi. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Poked loose.
It's stolen by Angel Reese.
And Atlanta, another bucket.
And forcing turnovers, really fueling their offense.
Extra possessions, they're invaluable. And they've converted those extra possessions, most importantly, into points. That makes a pair of turnovers for her in just the last few minutes. She's got to be a little bit more deliberate, a little bit more careful with the ball out there.
Burke. And the dream, another three.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
Now here's Taurasi. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To halt the run. And no good trying to use the glass. Pass to Holmes. And that one good.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Poked away. Stolen by Jones. Stops, pops. Yes, once again. And she remains a perfect 6 attempts, 6 makes.
And what you love about Brianna Jones, she's an old school center.
Well, she's not trying to stretch the floor, rarely takes threes. Jones rebounds, protects the paint, and shoots a very high percentage. She shows there's serious value in that type of role still.
Rebecca.
And guys, they've allowed an embarrassing amount of points just off turnovers.
Well, you can't get back on defense with any kind of numbers after fumbling it away like that.
The offense and defense, they're connected in basketball.
Absolutely.
Fires from deep. And the dream, another three.
3 points.
And that's what built them the early lead. Killer shooting from beyond the arc.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get out there on those shooters. Pronto.
Now here's Taurasi. Pass to Brown.
Uzan.
That shot missing.
And nice D from Angel Reese.
And the ball out of play, the Mercury. The Mercury making a switch here.
Checking in for your Mercury. Hanju Satu Sabali. Sammy Whitcomb.
On the wing, Kalia Copper. The Mercury with another miss.
2 minutes.
Inside. That one goes in for 2, making it look easy. She's now 4 for 4.
She is showing a killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend this lead.
Here's Uzan.
She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The Mercury with another miss.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Here's Burke. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They've played terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I.
And it's Angel Reese with the finish.
Got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once she came up with the steal, she went straight on the attack.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, guys. Go hard to the bucket. Don't let them get set up on defense. Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Rebecca
And Allen gets it to go.
The more touches she gets, the more the lead grows.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
The ball goes to
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Dream.
We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Way too many.
Here's Burke.
Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Shaky defense down low again. It's just been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like this inside.
Now here's Whitcomb.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game.
A true sniper. Defenses should know that Whitcomb will be hunting for these looks.
From outside the arc, and again, Atlanta with the triple.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Pulls up, and there's another one for the Dream.
They've been the hotter team in the first half so far, guys.
Well, they've been grinding, working for those high percentage shots, and it's been paying off for them.
And let's see if this success continues to go as we get longer into this game.
A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And the Dream have been rolling along, haven't they?
I mean, what is this, practice? Is it shoot around? It's just been a shooting drill so far for them.
We're talking about practice? I mean, yeah, they haven't met up a whole lot of resistance on the offensive end.
Stolen by Reese. Here's Holmes. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Put herself in a great position to finish that break off.
Yeah, and that right there is just a great read of how the play was developing and where the ball was going.
Such high basketball IQ.
Stolen by Jones. Fast break, here come the Dream. And again, the Dream score.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight buckets in transition.
Yeah, they're paying the price for their lackluster defense. That's inexcusable, pathetic, awful. Am I missing out on anything?
I think you got it all.
It's so nice to have somebody who can take charge, take the offense like she has.
Well, they got to be feeling good about having the ball in her hands right now. I mean, she's just making play after play.
Pass to Taurasi. Knocked away. The Dream, another fast break. Here's Jones. And Atlanta, another bucket.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range.
And some might shy away from that mid-range jumper, but they've made the most of it.
And 2023 was a frustrating season for the Mercury, a 9-31 record.
The second worst record in team history as they missed the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. They were dead last in defensive rating. So if you want to talk about a big improvement, it's got to start there.
And it's out of bounds to the Mercury as Phoenix retains possession. The Mercury making a switch here. Knocks it loose. Now here's Whitcomb. Not a lot of room. Here's Holmes. And she makes it look easy. Dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, there's hot guys, and there's really hot. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team?
This is special, Brian.
Alyssa Thomas.
Here's Allen. And again, the Dream score.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Here's Whitcomb. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch. Here's Jones.
That's in there. Angel Reese with the assist.
They're turning the game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets. Just way too easy.
Yeah, it is too easy. Go on a nice run here. And defensively, you have to force them to operate in the half court. This won't get it done.
Such a wide open look.
That's a great outcome for this offense. Getting Whitcomb something in rhythm.
Pass to Holmes. She just can't miss. 8 up, 8 in, flawless.
They've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. You got to imagine that their coach is very happy with that.
4 straight passes leading to scores. That's just great team play.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from beyond the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get going, then you're in trouble because they can hit even when they're well defended.
Now here's Thomas. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. It's rebounded by Atlanta.
She can't get anything to drop. And the way she's going, it's probably not something she should try to shoot her way out of.
And I'm sure her teammates would agree with that. You know, the last thing they want to see her doing is shooting it more.
Jones. And the Dream, another 3.
3 points.
Well, let's see. That triggers another little explosion from her after hitting 3 triples in the first quarter.
And she's all alone, pushing it up. And Brianna Jones slams it in.
But what a night for Jones. We don't see too many players like her. 6'3", don't take too many threes. So defenders, I don't think they 100% know how to defend Jones.
Now here's Thomas. Reese. She's covered by Thomas. Reese gets the bucket.
Ripping and running, they have a big advantage in transition buckets.
They just seem to have the fresher legs, and they're putting them to good use.
So much excitement around this rookie class, including 6'3" Angel Reese. Good luck keeping her off the boards.
Lots of people excited about Angel Reese. We don't normally see rookies come into the league with an elite skill, but Reese already might be the best rebounder in the entire league. She set a college record with 34 double-doubles in a single season, winning a national title that year as well, back in 2023. This is a tempo you love to watch. Get out fast and get out before the D can recover.
And fast break points accounting for their last 8 points. It's really paying off for them, don't you think?
Cha-ching. No question. They're winning the speed game, guys.
There really has been a great flow to their open court offense. It's been humming.
And it's been working.
Reese with it. Picked up by Thomas. Jumps up. And it's Angel Reese with the finish.
And a nice strong finish inside.
That's what she does. She's got that dunker mentality.
Yeah, a tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Jones.
That's in there. Angel Reese with the assist.
And now defensively, 10 straight points resulting from fast breaks.
And it's getting ridiculous, guys. I mean, you can't get so distracted that you fail to protect your own basket. I mean, they've got the attention span of a goldfish right now.
Simple. It's been run some more for them here, and they are looking great in transition.
5 straight fast break baskets, oh my. And really, until someone slows them down, they'll keep it going, and I don't blame them.
Here's Ipupa. Looking for her first basket still in this one. And the dream, another 3.
They aren't taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep on adding to their score.
Yeah, I mean, it's never a good idea to back off, and it doesn't look like that thought has even crossed their mind.
Credit the head coach for pushing this team.
Now here's Taurasi. Tries to snap the cold streak. Here's Brown. Goes up again. Pass to Thomas. Brown. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Talk about playing with intensity. On the offensive glass, Brown is a matchup nightmare.
And what a performance we're seeing from her. Not one miss today. Remarkable.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Burke. Whitcomb defending.
Here's Jones. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Her three-point shot has been so pure, just draining one after another.
And Brianna Jones slams it in.
Excellent take from Jones. Very agile on these drives.
Pass to Holmes. And she jams it in after taking a nice feed on the run.
Quick hand to the steal, and Matt hops in the slam.
Great sequence for them, defensively and offensively.
And good defense leads to easy baskets.
Yeah, Tim, you hit it right on the head. One usually leads to the other, and that's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball.
This has been a brutal day for her. She still has not made one shot. Not a single one. No wonder they're struggling.
And it's out of bounds. The Mercury able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jones. To the inside. Burke takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
She didn't have to slow down at all. That lead pass was timed perfectly.
No good there.
That's the
so as we conclude the first half, so
Phoenix 12, Atlanta Dream 124. And your youth dance squad.
welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. What a game we're seeing from Jones.
Well, I think it'll be important to see if they can stop her down in the second half, because so far they have not had any answer for her when she's down on the block.
Yeah, maybe mixing up her looks, bumping her out, front her, double down. Just do something to throw her off her rhythm.
And that one drops for her.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
Pass to Burke. And here's Holmes. To the middle. Jones. Blanketed by the D. She fights to the rim for the layup.
Joyner.
Wow. I mean, come on. That's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
Now here's Thomas. They get a hand on it. And here we go, the Dream on the fast break.
Well, I mean, with that kind of height disadvantage, all a defender can do is look up, watch her punch it home, and simply hope to not get landed on.
Pass to Taurasi. Thomas. And nice D from Angel Reese.
A slow start to the second half. Seems like they left their offense in the locker room.
And talking about the Dream, they do one thing very well. That's get to the line.
Last year, they led the league in free throw makes and attempts. The Dream have athletic slashers and players that can get to the rim.
Now here's Copper. Passy Pupa.
Here's Brown.
Reese defending. And it's blocked by Angel Reese. On the wing, Rebecca Allen. Now Burke. Here's Reese.
Good. And she's 10 for 10 from the field.
Kennedy Burke.
Nice pass there to set up the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Jones outside. And the Dream, another three.
And another miscue leads to points. I don't know how else to say it. Take care of the basketball.
Yeah, squeeze the orange, get the pulp out, do whatever it takes. And it's hard to recover defensively when you turn the ball over. There's no time to react.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's the three. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And she's done as much as they could have hoped for today.
Unhindered, going all the way.
Reese. Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You'll love to see that.
Burke, she's covered by Copper. And that one's good, Burke.
Amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect in this half.
Looking to end the run.
Kalia Copper, and that one's good.
Well, Copper can sometimes be a selective three-point shooter, so she must have been feeling that look.
Whitcomb with it. 5 points in the game. Stolen by Jones. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
She is absolutely killing it from outside.
And so here's Phoenix. Outside Whitcomb. Pass to Taurasi. Here's Hahn. Misses and close.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
That's tipped. Allen with the steal. The Dream, another fast break. Yep, that one goes.
Assist from
Defense in the transition game has been a big problem for them here.
Look at the points they're giving up in transition. It spells out trouble. Trouble. Did I spell it right?
I think so.
There's the foul, and it's going to go on Angel Reese.
First
That is the first foul of the game.
Foul. Checking in for your Mercury, Satu Sabali.
Up top, Whitcomb.
Intercepted. And here we go, the Dream on the fast break. And Atlanta, another bucket.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Stolen by Brianna Jones. There's the 3. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
3 points.
That's now 7 straight points for them coming from fast breaks.
And they're making it look easy, running it down their throats in transition.
Here's Allen. And Atlanta, another bucket.
They're in good position here thanks in part to her efficient scoring.
Pass to Uzan.
Tipped away. Stolen by Brianna Jones. Pull-up jumper. And Atlanta, another bucket.
Fast break points in their favor. They're really pushing the tempo.
And defensively, you've got to have better floor balance and commitment to hustling back.
Stolen by Jones. Drops in the tray off the break.
Wow. I mean, what can you say?
They need to stop this run.
I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different look defensively.
Here's Copper. The Mercury with another miss.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand. No misses for her yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Knocked loose.
Pass to Sabali.
Lets it go from deep.
Offensive rebound.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The long arms of Honshu coming in handy there.
Here's Holmes. And she dunks it down.
And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game. They have constantly shot themselves in the foot this quarter with all these turnovers, and if they don't clean up their act, it's just going to get out of hand.
Well, it's pretty simple. You can't score if you don't have possession.
The 3. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic.
Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
Well, you have to give them credit. They've taken advantage of these turnovers.
Yeah, converting the turnovers into points, that's been a big factor in this game, right?
The Dream, another fast break.
Wasting no time in transition. They've really been pushing the pace.
And when the defense doesn't have time to set up, it makes scoring so much easier.
This trip is her second to the free throw line in this one.
Well, the last title for the Mercury came back in 2014, and that team was historically good.
Maybe the best team in league history. 29-5 record in the regular season, 8-1 in the playoffs, and they had a stacked roster. Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, Dawana Bonner, they helped lead Phoenix to their second title.
They push it up 4 on 3. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Another 3. And the D hoping they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half.
Another steal. Pass to Jones. And the shot is good.
Performing at such a high level. They've got her to thank for this lead.
Knocked away. Fast break. Here come the Dream. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
3 points.
Sometimes you don't like to see players pull up from three-point range on the break, but for her, with no one on her, it's a very good shot.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. It's the Dream running away with this one. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
On the wing, Rebecca Allen.
Holmes. And she
Joyner
makes
Holmes.
in the layup.
Her stroke has been dead
Rebecca
on.
Allen.
Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
Knocks it loose. A solo fast break. Here's Holmes.
Yes, and a
Joyner
nice
Holmes.
assist from Brianna Jones.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Here's Uzan.
Pass to Prince. Sabali with it. Now here's Prince. Lays it up and banks it in.
Standing 6'4", Sabali has excellent floor vision, allowing her to easily spot a ready shooter.
Here's Reese. And the Dream, another three.
Right now, the defense needs to work on closing out on her because she is heating up from outside.
Here's Mack. And you look at the ratings for women's basketball in general, and man, they're exploding.
Well, of course, Caitlin Clark and her team in college shattering records back in her college days. I think we'll continue to see that happen in the W.
Well, the 2024 draft was by far the most watched of all time. So, yeah, it's an exciting time in the league.
Uzan.
Guarded by Jones.
Uzan misses.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
Here's Uzan.
Guarded by Jones. Pass to Whitcomb. And it's out of bounds. The Mercury able to retain possession here.
That pass had a little bit too much heat on it for her to make a clean steal.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough catch for either of them. I mean, these are basketball players, not wide receivers.
Clock at 6. The Mercury with another miss. Three-pointer. And Allen
Rebecca
gets it to go.
She's their go-to scorer, and when she shoots the ball like she has today, that is what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Poked loose. Pass break. Here come the Dream. And that one's good. Burke.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic. And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
Pass break. Here come the Dream. From downtown. And the Dream, another three.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous, really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of their points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the threes.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Yeah, I'd say that shot was well within her range.
I hope so. There's nothing like a one-footer.
They've been looking out of sorts here in the last few possessions.
This is when they need to be patient and find a high percentage shot.
And she goes up strong with one hand and flushes it.
That's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam on the other end.
It really was a case of great defense triggering some instant offense.
And she sure is causing some havoc out there.
And yep, it's good.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Reese gets the bucket.
What a performance. This kind of hot streak, it just does not happen too often.
Very seldom. And Tim, while the defense scrambles, you and I can sit back and enjoy the show.
Yeah, grab a refreshment.
And that one's good. Burke.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Every pass is with purpose, and their last 10 points have come off of assists. Great team basketball on display right now.
Pass to Prince.
And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely, and we've seen massive growth the last few years, and to me, the WNBA, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started. It's going to continue every year to get bigger and bigger.
Pass to Burke. The tray.
Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
Whitcomb.
She's covered by Allen.
And too long on the shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
Here's Uzan.
Guarded by Jones. Outside Whitcomb. Copper to stop the drought. That's good on the jumper.
If you let Copper get comfy, get time, and get set, she'll just continue to bury these shots.
And Allen gets it to go.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Pass to Reese.
And it's Angel Reese with the finish.
Oh, man, she is so good at making those lead passes.
Here's Uzan.
Guarded by Jones.
Some solid defense there from Brianna Jones.
And here are the Dream. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points.
That was vicious, fellas. Two-hand monster slam.
I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped her on that one.
And I'm glad they didn't try. I wouldn't want someone getting hurt out there.
Now here's Jones.
Well, in 2023, we saw the WNBA expand their schedule to 40 games. How did you like that move, Brian?
I think it's a great thing. None of us are complaining about more basketball.
I'm in total agreement. I always want more basketball because that's more fun. And we get to watch this great league more. And, you know, the great thing is it's allowed the fans in the league to get more chances to see stars come to their hometowns. I think it's been a great improvement.
Now here's Whitcomb. She's covered by Allen. Pass to Uzan.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Allen with it.
Burke. And the Dream, another 3
points.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
Copper outside.
To stop the run. The Mercury with another miss.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hand.
One of my favorite moves right there, guys.
And she does it as well as anyone. Just tremendous skill in the air.
2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
On the wing, Kalia Copper.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Can't hit that one. So no problem for Atlanta as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful